everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another die-cast restoration video. Okay, so I hope everybody's well and thank you for joining me. And you know, I've been trying to catch up with my videos, but it's not working. I thought I was going to do a simple one last week, or the last video, and it was a bit more complicated than I thought. So this time I've done a double restoration, and they're quite simple models. They're fairly early ones, and there's not a lot to them. So I thought I'd do these, and they've turned out quite nice. I'm quite pleased with them, so I hope you'll like them too. Now, what today's restoration is, and I've written it down because I never remember. Now, they're Dinky Toys Dodge lorries. Now, one of them is a farm produce wagon, and that's number 343 if anybody's interested, and the other one is a Dodge tipper, and that's number 414. So they've both got the same chassis cabs, just slightly different bodies on them. One's obviously a tipper and one's a high-sided produce wagon. So that's what that is going to be today. So, well, I hope you enjoy this video. So, as I always say, and I keep saying so, I've got to try and stop doing that. But anyway, as I always say, please sit back, relax, enjoy watching the video, see how I got on with this one. Right, okay, let's take a closer look at these two trucks. Dinky Toys Dodge, made in England, Meccano Limited. Okay, so this one got a bit of an old tin base there, one rivet. The back end seems to slip underneath those two pieces there. It's slightly bent, so we'll have to straighten that out. Other than that, just a bit rusty. The rest of it's not at all bad. The tyres, looks like somebody's put pretty new tyres on it. Bit of paint loss, and then of course the tin top part of the truck bed, or it's a bit twisted. So we'll have to straighten that out. It's got the old hook on it. But yeah, other than that, nice, simple, straightforward, not in bad nick truck. Now this one is the same model, Dinky Toys Dodge, except this is the tipper version. So it's got a tin tailboard there. It's lucky it's still got the tailboard. Bit rusty. No hook on this one because of the, I think because of the tipper. The body's good. It's a little bit twisted there, the chassis, not too bad. The base is pretty bent and twisted out of shape, so we'll have to sort that out. Tyres are all mixed and matched, the old ones, very hard. And then the tipping mechanism, which is just a bit of wire that goes through with a handle, that's missing, so we'll have to make something up for that. So not a bad model as well. The axles are bent on this one, and just quite a bit of paint loss. So hopefully straightforward double restoration on these. So let's get on and drill out the rivet posts for the bases on these and get them all taken apart. Okay, right, here goes. We'll start with the tipper one. I'm just banging my head on the camera. Don't think it needs too much. Maybe enough on that one. Just get the screwdriver. Wrong one. No, it's going to need a little bit more. A little bit more. Another go. That's him. Now, the base is slid underneath these two little pieces here, so you've got to lift it and pull forward to get it out. There. So I'll have to grind these wheels off. You see the narrow or the thinner end of the axle. See, that one's thicker. Oh, the wheel's stuck to that one. But you can, I don't know if you can see, that piece there is a lot thicker than the other side, so we'll just file this little bit off to get the wheels off. Get these tyres off. That one's fairly soft, but it's all perished and cracked. This must be an original one. Look, it's just very brittle. It's kind of crumbling a little bit. Okay, so I'll grind that off. I'll just do it with a hand file. You've seen me do it before. Just like that, get the ends off. I normally put the piece of plastic over the end, but there's quite a lot showing. This axle is quite a long axle, so it should be alright. That's it. So that's all you do. I'll leave that. I'll put that back on so I don't get them muddled up. So that's all you do, and then same with the back ones. I'll do that off camera. Now this pin here, I don't know if I can file that down a little bit. I don't want to pinch it the other way because turn it a little bit. Too much now. I can't see what I'm doing, it's so small. Sorry, I'm going out of shot and I'm whacking my head on the camera all the time. I have got another camera that I tried, and the sound is crap on it, so I've given up on that one. Right, that's it. That's that one out. So now the body should just lift off. That's it. Right, now I've only got to get the back axle off, and then we'll be ready for the old caustic soda. The body comes off this one the same, the axles come off the same, and so does the front, so I won't show that. I won't show the dismantling of that, because you've seen me do that one, so it's exactly the same. Right, okay, so this is all ready for the caustic soda. I'm just debating whether to take that tailboard off or leave it on. I'll leave it on for now. I'll see how it comes out, the caustic soda, and then I'll decide what I'm going to do. Yeah, I think it's best to leave it on, to be honest. Okay, so those bits, I'll keep that separate to the other one. So those bits will go in the caustic soda. I'll just get this axle off, and then that'll be ready for the caustic, and then I'll do the other one. I'll come back to you just before I put it all in the caustic soda. Okay. Okay, that's all dismantled bar this piece, the body. And this top part, which is made in tin, is just held onto the body by these little tabs down here, so I want to get that off, obviously. So just put a little screwdriver in and bend the tabs a little bit. Being careful not to snap them, because we've got to bend them back again after. I think there's only so many times that they can bend. Right, let's see if we can pull him out. We'll have to go a little bit more on those. Just get them pretty much straight. Okay, let's see. It goes. That's it. This one I can't get out. That's him. So that wasn't painted along there. Okay. So that needs straightening up, so we'll have to straighten that up, and we'll shove him in the caustic soda. I'll just probably push it and do it a bit with the pliers, I should think, just to straighten it up. It's not going to take a lot, I don't think. Like I say, being tin, very, very soft. See, already that's straightening up quite nicely. Whoop-a-daisy. But you see what I've got to do. So that's basically it. I'm going to keep going around until I get it right. Okay then, so there's all bits for that one. And the other one you saw me dismantle, I've got it in the pot now. It's all in there. So I'm going to drill the rivet posts out, and then we'll see you over at the caustic soda bath. Right, all the parts are in. Kettle's boiled. So here we go. Put the boiling water in. Should be enough. Okay, better put my mask on. Okay, here goes caustic soda. Should be enough. It's going a very nice colour. Look at that, it's coming off really quickly. Now I've taken that out, can't get it back in. Oh, look at that, it's all come off. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okie dokie. So, I'm going to do as always, get that washed off, rinsed, and then get it all wire brushed and cleaned up, ready for primering. So, next time you see it, be on the bench, all cleaned up, ready for primering. Okay, catch you in a bit. Okay then, that's these two models all wire brushed, ready for priming. I've got to wash them in methylated spirits, or wipe them over in methylated spirits first before I go out and put the primer on. Now, this one, which is the tipper one, the casting is absolutely diabolical, and I don't know if you can see that. It's very, very pitted. I have sanded it, I've filed it, and the casting lines were particularly bad on this one, and they were pretty bad on the other one as well. So I've filed those and done the best I can with it. I'm not going to put filler on it, I don't want to go down that road. So I'm going to use the filler primer on that one. This one, the casting's a lot better, but the casting lines are bad as well. I've done the best I can as well by filing and sanding, and spent quite a lot of time trying to clean these up. But there's only sort of so far you can go without altering the shape of things. So I don't really, or I didn't want to file any more off. So I think they'll be reasonable like that. I guess it's just an age thing that, you know, the way they were cast was a bit more primitive than the later ones. So that's the tipper one, that one. Not the tipper one, the other one. That's the one with this piece on the back. Now, I have straightened that out as best I can. It's pretty good now. Pretty straight. So, okay, it's a lovely day. I came back from work and the sun's been shining. It's a bit on the chilly side. The wind's cold. But I'm going to go out now and put the primer on these. And yeah, when I've done that, I'll come back to you, show you what it looks like, and then we'll go for the colour coat after that. Okay, so I'll catch you when the primer's done. Okay, the primer's on and dried. I did it yesterday. So now I'm all ready to put the colour coat on. I was going to say top coat, but it's not the top coat. Top coat's the lacquer. So Oh, that's the better casting of the two, but it's still not great. Oh, this is the bad one. You can see it's not brilliant at all. A lot of, I'm trying to get it to focus. A lot of pitting on that mud guard. Like I say, I don't want to go down the route of putting filler on it, so I'm just going to hope the paint sort of covers it a bit. Okay, so like I say, I'm going to go and put the colour coat on. I've got the paint in the sink, in the kitchen sink in warm water or hot water, heating up a bit, and then once it's painted I'll come back to it, and then I'll show you the cans which paint I'm using. Save anybody asking me at the end of the video or in 6 months time when I can't remember. Okay, so I'm going to go and do that. Right, these are the paints I've used. Now, one of them I've used the Motip Lac acrylic paint, and that's blue, obviously you can see, and that's number 45060. And don't ask me what shade of blue. I go by the caps. I've said before, that's the number on the cap, so that's the best I can do to tell you what colour it is. So I've done that for one of the you know, cab chassis trucks and one of the backs. The other one I've used this red. This is the Holtz Auto Spray paint. That's acrylic as well, and HRE03, that's the code number for that one. So I've used that for what the body, not the body, but the chassis and cab of the other one. Black, I've painted the bases, the two bases, this black, so that's Holtz Auto Spray paint again, and that's it's HBLK, standing for black, 02. So that's it, that's the barcode, that's the code. As I say, I go by the colours on the caps. Same with this. This is a grey, and it's again Holtz Auto Spray paint, and it's H Grey 02. And I've done the body of the tipper in that colour. Now I've, you know, like I say, I've painted them, but I've just hung them all up. So I'll show you them tomorrow when the paint's dry. Okay, that's the colour coat put on. Done the bases black. I've got the wheels over here. The cage part of the farmer's truck. That's the body of the farmer's truck, and cab and chassis in the blue of the tipper and the grey of the tipper body. So I've got to do detailing on the grills and the headlights on both of these, and then I'm going to lacquer them after that. Right, okay, all painted and detailed on the grill and the lights and the bumper. So assembly time. I put the wheels on to save a bit of time, because I had to pin them over on my little vise I've got down on the floor. So I've got the tyres in boiling water, some new tyres. Some are slightly thicker than the others, so I'll put the thicker ones on this farmer's truck. So, and hopefully they'll be okay. I'm putting the smooth, the Dinky smooth, I think it's 15mm tyres. That's those ones on. I'll move that, and then I'll do the same with this one. These are slightly thinner tyres. They're still 15mm, but they don't seem to be quite so thick. I hope they look alright. They go on a bit easier anyway. Which is good. Okay, so we better put this piece, the high sides, on there. I'll just bend my camera down a little bit more. So this just fits in, these tongues here just fit in these little grooves. You see there's 4 little grooves. So we'll put that in. The join part I'm going to put to the front. My clamp's been on there, so I'll have to touch it up on the inside. So we'll just push that in. That's it. And we have to bend these little tabs over. I suppose the paint will chip bending them over. Oh, and they're tough. They're very tough to bend over. That one's gone. Okay, just have to touch those up a little bit. Right, that's that bit done. Okay, so before I go any further now, I'm going to just touch up these blue bits where my clamp was on the hinge when I painted it, and inside where the clamp was, and then these tabs that I bent over got a little bit chipped bending them over. So I'm just going to touch that up. So what I do, I just spray with a spray can a little bit of paint into a pot. You haven't got to hang about because it dries pretty quick, and then I'm just going to touch it up. So there you go. This is all I do. Just dab it on, because if you paint it, it'll get the other paint off. Same with it. Sorry, I don't know if I'm going out of shot. I nearly dropped the bloody thing then. Just dab it on. It looks a bit lighter putting it on, but it always dries darker than what you see. So that's all I do. Just dab it on. If you brush it on, what happens is it gets the paint off it. It kind of dissolves the paint that's already there off. So you kind of like, you just get one shot at it really. And otherwise you got to leave it dry and then do it again. Just dab it on. Whoops, gone a bit over there. Don't matter, you won't see it. Plus it's underneath. Do those edge bits. There, that's that bit. I'll do the inside where the clamp was. Again, just dab it on. That should dry the same colour as the rest of it, hopefully. Just check I haven't made any more chips on it anywhere, but no, it's alright. Okay, and then I've got me Q-Tex nail polish remover for washing my brush. So, top of an antiperspirant can with a little like spout pinched in with a pair of pliers, and that's all I use. That's all I use. And it's a lot cheaper because it's only £2, I think £2 something a pot, like, not a pot, what do you call it, a bottle. A lot cheaper than buying the proper stuff. Okay, so we're going to leave that dry. Whilst that's drying, let's put the base on this one. I'll put the base on first, I think. So, if you remember, these two little tabs here, the base slides underneath them. So you push it in like that, and then obviously the rivet goes in there. A little bit of glue. And in with the rivet. I like that. Get me tweezers again. This is one thing I always seem to have trouble with, is putting the blasted rivets in. Okay, that's gone in nice. So I just leave that dry off for a bit. Yeah, well, we can put the base in this one as well. I think I'll put the glue in. I'll put the glue in first. And yeah, just a small little smidging. So same again. Underneath the two little tabs. Down. That's it. Rivet in. And we'll leave that dry off, and then we'll come back and put the bodies on the both trucks. Okay, that should be dry now. Now this one's a little bit more fiddly. It needed the tipper mechanism to lift the tipper up. Now I've made this out of some MIG wire, so we got to kind of try and thread it through. I've made it as best I can looking at photograph, so it might not be, 100% how it should be. Now I've just got to try and think how the heck to do this. Okay, get up through there. Have I done this right? Yeah. Get it around like that. That's it. When I pinch it in, it's a bit springy. Go in the hole the other side. That's him. So that's how that works. A little bit cockeyed, straighten him up a little bit. There. Okay, so now all we got to do is the old tailboard, is put that on there and put the pin through, which isn't going to be the easiest of things to do. Because I think I've put this pretty tight. That's it. I had put it pretty tight to go through. Now, the hard bit is trying to line it up. Okay, so it's lined up there. Try and push it through with the pliers. I don't want to slip. I don't want to slip. Hang on. Okay, that's through. Boom. So what I'm going to do is just put a little tiny bit of glue inside. Actually, I'll put some on top of one of these old pots. Put a little bit of glue on there, and I'll just touch it with a stick. Just for a little bit of security. Don't know if I've got much on this actually. I can't see if any went on. A bit must have gone on. Okay, so that's that. So it just tips up. You just push down on that, and that's all it does. So that's it, and then boom, down again. Okay, so that's the first one done. So let's get this one now. Again, it's the same thing with the pen. It just goes through. Just check there was a flake of paint on there. Okay, so this has got like a little tongue in there. I don't know if you can see, and that fits in that groove in behind the cab. So you got to put it in that way. That's it. And then try and get this in through the hole. That's it. Right through, first go this time. There, and that's a fixed body, so it doesn't tip up. So I might just put the bit of glue on there. Actually, I might use a cocktail stick. It might be easier. Might get a bit more glue on that. Just enough to hold it. Okay, so that's it. That's that one done. I might actually do, I'm just going to do, I know they didn't do them, but I'm just going to do the door handles on them both with a little bit of Molotov, just to finish it off. Because I don't like that the door handles are not painted. Okay, so I'm going to do that and then we'll come back to it. Right, okay, that's it, job done. 2 more models saved from the Dinky scrapyard. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video very much. And you know, I'd just like to say thank you to everybody for watching my videos and making comments on them. It's very nice, thank you very much. And you know, thanks to all my subscribers, old and new. You know, thanks to all of you who've stuck with me from pretty much the beginning. And well, yeah, thank you very much, everybody. And hopefully if you've enjoyed this one, you'll come back to my channel in a couple of weeks time and join me for another die-cast restoration video. Okay, so I'm going to go outside now as per usual and do some outdoor shots, and you know, we'll put it on the turntable and have a look. We'll put them on the turntable and have a look, give ourselves a reminder of what they were like before, and you'll see them again now, see the difference. So yeah, that's that. So until next time, look after yourselves, take care, all the best, cheery for now, hubby, see you next time.